Hi friends, so today I'm going to show you how to upload ISO image on EXI host and how to build virtual machine, means like virtual server on on a particular EXI host. So this video I can say I am going to try like real time environment, like when we are working in any organization, like if you are the system admin, Linux admin, then we need to build a virtual machine, virtual server. So like then we are going to the vCenter, and then we are creating building like a virtual server, right? So I'm trying to cover real time. So let me go to my first vCenter, VMware workstation. So this is my VMware workstation, and previous video I was which one I already uploaded on my YouTube channel. In that video I was trying to show how to build EXI host on VMware workstation. So I will I will mention that link in my description. So like if you want, so you can go and watch that video. Okay, so this is my EXI host, and this is the IP. So this is a static IP. So I already log in with my credential. So this is my vCenter. So now you can say this is my vCenter, where you can see one data stored is available. So like with 62 GB spaces, and then like all the information you can see it's showing here, like a virtual machine. So as of now you can see no virtual machine is showing, because this is I'm going to try to show from the scratch, so it's as of now no virtual machine. Okay, so first what we have to do, because you can see like if you going to build any virtual server, virtual machine, so you need ISO image, right? So particular OS. So because we don't have as of now any server, any virtual server, any virtual box, so we cannot take snapshot and we can build through the snapshot, right, from the template I can see. So what we will do, first I'm going to upload the ISO image. So click on the right mouse click on a data store, go to the browse, and you can see it's the one option is upload. Click on the upload, and you can see this is my ISO image. I have already downloaded it in my local laptop. So there, as of now you can see two ISO images available. So I'm going to select Red Hat. Okay, because CentOS I already uploaded in my data store, because when we are uploading it taking several minutes to upload that file. So like if I upload now, then video will be too long, right? So I already uploaded CentOS, but yeah, I'm trying to upload this Red Hat server. So click on the open. Now you can see one file is uploading, it's a 1%. Let me close this one. Okay, now what we have to do, okay, 1 second, let me go one more time. So I will show you one more thing. Okay, so like you can see CentOS, which one I already uploaded CentOS, so its file is available here. So like now we are going to build virtual machine, right? So we will use this ISO image. Okay, let me close this one. Okay, so now let me go to the virtual machine, and here you can see one option is that create. Click on that. Now you can see it's showing new virtual machine, like in a real environment, like when we are working in an organization, right? So like same page will become when you're going to build any virtual machine, right? So it's telling select category type, like which one you want to build. So I'm going to create a new virtual machine. Click on the next. So step by step I will try to show you. So like like for real time environment. So here you you have to give the name, like your virtual machine name, right? Like, so I'm going to give here name test. Okay, then here you have to select the guest OS. So like which OS. So I'm going to Linux, and then Linux also which OS flavor. So CentOS 7, right? So I'm going to select CentOS 7 here, 64-bit. I know this is a EXI host. In my condition, my EXI host version is a 6.7. Okay, so this is perfect now. So let me click on the next now. Yes, now you can see it's asking select the storage. So like as of now you can see only one storage is showing here, right? But when you working in any organization, right, any company, so maybe might be there, multiple data storage will be available, multiple storage attached, right? So when you selecting a storage, so you have to only focus on only one point, like which data storage have sufficient space. You can select that one. Suppose there are 10 data storage, right, and that 10 data storage, 10 out of 10, 8 data storage have only 40 50 30 GB space available, but there are the 2 data storage where that space is more than 2 TB 1 TB space available. So you can go and select that one, which one is a more space is available. Okay, so in my case I have only one data storage. Data storage means storage, how like a disk, so I have only one disk here, so that is also 62 GB. So I'm going to select this data storage, click next. Now here I'm going to assign one CPU, and memory I'm going to give here 1 GB. For this is for test purpose, so sufficient 1 GB. And hard disk like the 60 GB by default is taking, so I'm not going to increase and decrease. So increase means because this is a test machine, so that's sufficient. 60 GB is sufficient. Okay. Now here you have to select the ISO image. So now you can see CD DVD drive, it's saying, right? So now you can see it's selected host device. So we will change this one. Oh, okay. Here it's showing the memory. Yeah, we have to select the GB now. Yeah, fine. So now you can see that host device is showing. So now we have to select the data storage ISO image, because we have a data ISO image uploaded here in a data storage. So now you let me select the CentOS. This is a ISO image. Select this one. Now let me click on. Now you can see network adapter. So it's a connector. Like so, when you power on your server, automatically it will be connect. Means automatically it will be connect to the network. Now let me click on the next. Now you can see that this is all the details here it's showing. So means now it's ready. So let me click on the finish. Now you can see uploaded file data storage. It's going on. Which one we uploaded, right? To for Red Hat or ISO image. So still is uploading. So like relevant task, like what happening on your EXI host, like you can monitoring from the here. If you want to check anything, so you log kind of thing, so you can check from the here. Okay, so now this is my machine. You can see, click on here. So this is my now machine. So with the CentOS, so let me power on this one. Click on the power on. We will open the web console. I will show you that one also, how to open the console in a web URL. Yeah, so you can see here is a console option. So open the browser console, click on this one. Now you can see. So what we have to do, we have to install that Linux OS, right? So here is a 3 option, like troubleshooting, test machine media, and then install the CentOS. So we have to select the first one, install CentOS. Now it's telling press enter before beginning. Let me click on the enter in my keyboard, like press enter in my keyboard, like. Now you can see process started. So that's why I told you in the initial, in a video initial, like, you know, like I am going to try to, you know, like for give the real time, you know, real time setups, you know, like if someone need, you know, someone who is new in the Linux world, yeah, who is new in an organization, like they don't know how to build a server. So like if watch this, if those person will watch this video, you know, you can easily understand, like, because I'm trying to cover each step by step. Now you have to do some few basic settings here, like you have to first you have to select the English, that's fine. Now you have to select here the installation source, you can see here, that's fine. You can click on the done. And then click yes. Now you can see for a beginning installation, one option is here, you can click on that one. Now you can see your process is started. So meanwhile, let me assign root password here. I assign the root password. Now I'll click on the, oh, it's telling, see, you can see it's telling a weak password. It means you have to give complex password. So let me give that one. Yeah, that's fine. Now click on the next. If you want to create like, you know, any user, let me show you that one also. So I'm going to create a user, test user. So username is a test and password. If you don't want to log in with the root account, and so, and like, do you want to this user as a treat as a admin? If you want to, yes, then you click on the make this user administrator. Click on this option and then click on the done. So now you can see it's it will take few minutes to complete this process, because you know, when we are installing any OS, you know, like so what will happen, like they are they, you know, copying configuration file from the media to your hard disk, like which hard disk you, when you you know, assigning you know, hard disk, so that that media's copy will be copied from the CD media to your hard disk. So it will be take time. So all the configuration file will be copied. So you can see as of now a total 357 files are there. So as of now 171 is completed. And in meanwhile you can check here the logs also. So in a log also it will all, so now you can see that which one we uploaded, that Red Hat ISO image, right? So upload file data storage, you can see it's completed now, completed successfully, you can see here. So it means that ISO is uploaded successfully. So I hope you will you understand that one, how to upload the ISO image, right? So you go to the data browser, and if you can create your, you know, on your own directory also. If you want, you can create a directory as per the OS version. So like if you have a Red Hat 7, CentOS, Oracle, so you can create the directory and go to that directory, particular directory, and then you go and upload your ISO image. So in only one difference here, like when you working in any organization, right? So there, like for that, if you want to using the vCenter, there is two way. First one is like a browser, and second is you have to go to the through the jump server, right? So this is my personal laptop. So I am using the through the web URL. So I am going to through the web URL, and then I am uploading the ISO image. So it will you can see now 269 files completed. So it will take time, few minutes, several minutes to complete this process. Let me pause this video because otherwise video will be too long. So now you can see it's that configuration file now completed. Now it's init RMFS is running. Okay, fine. So it will load the kernel now. Now after that we have to reboot the one first time, that VM. Yes, now you can see it's completed successfully. It's asking reboot. So let me click on the reboot. So you can see that machine is now ready. It's just CentOS. So kernel is loading. Yes. So now you can see it's you are getting a login prompt, right? So let me use test user here. Yes, I am able to log in with the test user now. So let me switch to root, because we assign as a admin, right? We given as a admin to test user. So let me check that one is working or not. Yes, no, that is also working. So this is the way, like like you can build a virtual server. So one more thing, let me show you here one more thing. Okay, console, new tab. Okay, open there. If you open here, so you can see it's this is a web browser console. So you can work here also. There are many options are there. Like if you want to use the means open a console, you open a new tab. Okay. So this is oh, I closed all the window. No problem. Let me open that one also again. 192 root, because I need to log in and then I have to shut down, because if you go to your virtual VMware workstation, you cannot find your virtual server which one you build, because that is on your EXI host, right? So either you have to use that EXI host through the jump server or through the RDP, or either you have to use with your browser. So I'm using a browser here through the URL. Yeah, so test, this is my VM, you can see it. If you click on the monitoring, you can see CPU, all the information are showing here. Okay, so I hope you like like this video and you can also understand. So let me shut down this VM now, because no need. So like, see, if you shut down here, you can see it's in a recent task, it's showing here like log kind of thing. It's a shut down successfully. Okay, so I hope you like this video. So I will come with another video with another topic. So thanks for your watching. Please subscribe my channel, comment and like. Thank you.